Hi, my name's Helen and this is my channel, Helen Mary Jo. If you're new here, then welcome. If you're returning, thank you. And if you're a Hell's Bell, hello. And as soon as I've started doing the video, Dolly's asking to go out. So I'll just let her out and I'll come straight back. For those of you who don't know, Dolly is our Labradoodle. And we taught her when she was a puppy to ring the bells if she wants to go outside. And it is really good. She picked it up really easily, but it is a bit of a curse as well because often to get her back in, we give her a treat. So she's learned now that if she goes out, she often gets a treat to come back. So she can be very persistent with the bells. And of course, if she does need the toilet, you can't ignore it. She's just come back in now, so I'm going to stop again. Good Lord. Back again. Hopefully that's her now. She's been on a massive walk this morning with the dog walker, and hopefully she will now settle down, be exhausted as she should be, and yeah, all good. I know you love seeing her, and you oh, there she's, well, I don't think you can see her, but anyway, you'll see her if she walks past. I'll lower the camera so those dog lovers of you can get your daily dose of Dolly. Oh, there she is. She's a bit bedraggled because she had to have a big wash after coming back from her walk. So anyway, on with the video. So I've got a relatively small Matalan haul here. Matalan, if you sign up for their membership scheme, which I just do that for anything that's offering discounts really, because I find, especially if you've got Gmail, it filters them all out and put them straight into the promotions inbox. So, you know, it doesn't clutter up your kind of proper email, for want of a better expression. And they are always offering discounts in Matalan, and pretty good, usually 20%, and that's worth having. So when I saw 20% off, I thought, right, let's see what you can find in the way of Christmas gifts or, you know, just new stuff. Their homewares can be really, really nice, really classy looking. Some of it isn't, but of course, it's not my taste. But you know, it's good, and it's usually good value too. So I just thought I'd show you what I bought on this one. So everything I got 20% off, and so this one I'll just show you. So this would have been £8, but I think it was £6.20, and it's a little jewellery box with H on it, and that's for Hattie, my granddaughter. And I'm actually going to put this away for her birthday in June, because when we were in Dubai, I had a necklace that had these two little tiny gold circles with diamonds in, and I had them taken off the necklace for various reasons. I won't bore you. And the jeweller Mayor, who you know I see when I go out there, he said, you know, I could do something with these. They're tiny. And I said, well, they're no good to me. And he said, I can make them into a pair of earrings. And Hattie, she doesn't watch this, hopefully, in case you'll kill me. I think she's going to have her ears pierced just before next summer's long summer holiday, so that they're fully healed when she goes back to school. So I actually had those little gold circles, diamond circles, made into a pair of earrings. And I thought, by putting them in this box, it would elevate the gift, and you know, that's her sorted. It's quite nice. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it for an adult, to be fair. It's not aimed at children. And I do find these little boxes very, very useful if you're going away just for overnight or whatever. So it's a nice velvet with gold embroidery. I think they were all gold. I think all of the numbers. It's got this quilting on it. So I'm pleased with that. Looks like more than £6.20's worth. And as I say, I'll put the earrings in there, and that will elevate the gift, and you know, that's her done for next June, as long as I can remember that I bought it. So that was the first thing I bought. There's a few gifts in this lot. Now, do you remember I showed you when Mum and I went shopping, and I bought these Rendale pieces for a family member, and they're lovely in themselves. Now, when I show you the bag, she doesn't watch either, I don't think. There's Dolly again. I'm ignoring her this time. We'll see how insistent she gets. But yeah, I just saw this little bag and I thought, how perfect. And the colours, I mean, it's like they were made to go together, isn't it? Absolutely perfect. So I'll just wrap those in some tissue and put them in there. And then I will just tie some ribbon around the handle, and that's actually the gift wrapping for the gift, which I think is rather lovely. Makes it all very personal. I don't think I said how much this bag was. I paid £2.80 for this, and yeah, I'm happy with that, and it will sit nicely under the Christmas tree. I might use some white ribbon on here, I think would go quite nicely. So they had, the thing with anything that's personalised with the initials, they do go quickly. So if you do want anything that's got the initials on, I would suggest you do that sooner rather than later. For the past 2 years, I've actually bought coasters with people's initials on, and for Christmas Day lunch, and then they take that with them. I haven't done that this year because the coasters that I saw are very similar to the ones that I had last year, so I don't really see the point. I've got to let the dog out. Walking around the island would make me dizzy, honestly. So that's those two. So we've got the H for Hattie and the G for my family member. There's more than one G, so keep them guessing. I bought this spoon rest, which I thought was rather nice. This was £4, but again was 20% off. So what did that come out at? £3.20, and it's a nice big one. And I think it looks quite classy actually. It looks like something from a much higher end store, and I shall keep that by the hob, because what I tend to do is actually use a plate, because I find some of those small little spoon rests, that blinking dog today, she's driving me insane. That's a nice big one, you know, you can even rest a ladle on there quite happily. I mean, obviously it's not dishwasher proof or anything, but just wipe it off and run it under the hot tap, I'm sure. Yeah, so I got that, which I was pleased with. I also got this, which Dolly doesn't really bother with toys too much, but she does have a few, and we just keep them all in the utility room. But I thought this was quite smart. So it's the Petco Dot toy basket, paws off, it says. So that's quite smart, isn't it? So, and this was, good Lord, she's really going for it now. I paid £7.20 for this, and I think that is very smart. You know, if it's going to be, especially if it's in your living room, and it doesn't show the dirt either. So, yep, so that was that. So that was all successful. Now this isn't so successful, and this is when it's hard to see online. Anyone who's seen my front room will know that I've got antlers in the front room on the wall, real antlers from a deer from the forest. We live very near the New Forest, and like 150 foot away from the forest. And my neighbour has lived in the forest all his life, and he very kindly gave me a full set of antlers with the skull, and they take pride of place over my fireplace. And so I do like it. I don't go mad with the whole antler stuff, and I thought this was nice, but I don't actually like it in the flesh. And it's this candle holder. I haven't bothered unwrapping it. This is a glass candle holder in here, but this is a bit too kind of glitzy for my liking. On the photographs, I thought it looked more like natural, but there's nothing wrong with it if it's your cup of tea. I paid, what should I pay for that? Hold on, sorry. Came in 2 bags. I paid £11.20. I certainly wouldn't pay that for it. I don't like it that much, and I don't like the way it's got the gold on it. I think it cheapens it. I think it would have been much nicer just in the natural finish. It's got the nice feet on the bottom, and I'm sure it, you know, it's perfectly acceptable, but I don't love it. And I've really got to be more selective in what I buy now because I've got everything I need. So really, if I buy anything new like this, something else has to go, and I don't love this enough, so that will have to go. I also got this. I mean, this, you know, is an eclectic mix because I was just looking at what I could get for the 20% off, really. So I got this nice jumper for my brother-in-law. It's cotton. It's quite lightweight, actually, and it's a lovely colour. It suits him very well. And it is a make called Lincoln. I mean, I don't know if that's Matalan's own make. And that was £16, so it was £20. I got 20% off. So it doesn't take a mathematician to work that one out, does it? So I thought that was rather nice. Always difficult, isn't it, when they've got their birthday at the end of November and then just a month later it's Christmas. And I probably won't see him before his birthday, so I'll be posting that up to him in London. I know that he doesn't watch because he's not on the internet. You know, it's really a difficult thing, isn't it? If people aren't on the internet, they kind of get overlooked on so many levels. And his washing machine broke down, and I'd actually bought it. I mean, he paid for it, but I'd bought and ordered it from John Lewis. Good Lord, what a palaver to get them to understand that I'd bought it, but it wasn't in my house. You know, well, put it this way, we started this on the 21st of October and he has got a repair date now finally for the 14th of November, which is a long time to be without a washing machine. So, yeah, I mean, it's part of why Mum keeps up with the whole kind of internet thing. You know, she's on email, she's on Facebook, she's on Instagram, you know, she wears an Apple Watch. She's very, I mean, if Mum loses her internet, you'd think that she was the CEO of a corporation because she says, I've got no internet, you know, panic stations. But she does use it every day because she does her Spanish lesson every day. And, you know, she sends emails to people, she orders things. So she's really, really on it, you know. And part of it is because she said, I'll just get left behind. Whereas her sister, who sadly passed away a few years ago, she refused to get involved. And she just used to complain all the time, you know, with adverts where it said, you know, check out our online site and all that. She'd be like, well, I can't. But, and I know it's not easy, but like my brother-in-law, we bought him a mobile phone and stuff, and he just doesn't use it. So what can you do? You can take a horse to water. So anyway, so that's for him. Rather nice, I thought, and not too heavy to post either. And then the last thing I bought was this. Now, I kind of sometimes, I watch YouTubers and I think, really? And now I've done it. So, you know, they talk about these coffee stations or hot chocolate stations and stuff. And I'll be honest with you and say that I really liked this stand. And so I'm kind of going to make a Christmas hot chocolate station, mostly with the grandchildren in mind. But then afterwards, I'll probably just use this as a fruit bowl. And it's this one. So this was £12.50 with 20% off, which I think is very good because it's quite substantial. And I've just put in, these are basically Hattie, Billy and Helen mugs that I actually bought for the caravan that didn't happen. And then I got these little biscuits, if you remember, I got from B&M, little gingerbread men. And this is the hot chocolate mix. And I thought I would put some, maybe a couple of decorations or something in here. And maybe some of those, you know, the chocolate spoons. And just put those on the counter. But like I say, it's not the end of the world because I will use it as a fruit bowl. It's quite handy if you've got bananas, you know, they shouldn't sit with the other fruit. Do you know what, it'll probably kick around for a while and then I'll end up putting it on the local giveaway site or giving it to charity, but you know what, it's just a bit of fun and the children will love it, I'm sure. So they did it in black, this colour, and white, I think. But yeah, I thought it was quite nice and quite good. You know, if you wanted to actually kind of make a hamper up for somebody, you know, you could put you know, like food in there, Christmas groceries or whatever, and make a nice little gift. So that was my short Matalan haul. Nothing major, but out of all of it, well, I'm really impressed with this because it's nice and big. Not exciting, but you know what, doesn't have to be, does it, if it pleases me. And I will swap over Dolly's toys into this very shortly, as soon as this video is finished. And I've just realised I had that in upside down. Makes more sense, doesn't it, to have a black bottom. Yeah, so that's that. I'm going to crack on probably now actually and film a small Marks and Spencer's video and a couple of bits from Next, more, you know, clothes, adult clothes. So I will do that now, and I'll really see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.